I want to start off by making something perfectly clear. I'm a supporter of Jeremy Corbyn, I'm a member of the Labour Party, and I'm Jewish. And all those things can be true at the same time. It was only 70, 80 years ago when my granddad came over from Nazi Germany. He lived in Poland, actually. Luckily, as a boy, managed to escape the Nazis, him, his mum, his dad and his brother. And I sat down with my granddad, and he sat and he listed all these names of people, his relatives, his aunts, his uncles, his cousins, his second cousins, all these people who had been born who I'd never heard of, who I'd never met. When I asked him when they were born, he told me the date. When I asked him when they died, he couldn't. He could name a camp that they'd been murdered, but he couldn't tell me exactly what had happened. I think sometimes we forget how recent this was, how this is still in living memory for so many Jewish people. Not just those experiences, but something we inherit from our families. And therefore, when Jewish people fear anti-Semitism, when we see it existing, when it rears its ugly head, of course we get worried. It's scary. We know what it feels like to be under attack. Since Jeremy Corbyn became leader of the Labour Party, there have been those people, inside the Labour Party and outside of it too, who made it their mission to undermine the Progressive project. And time again, we've come under attack. Whether that be the Corbyn Soviet spy nonsense, whether it's us being told it's a danger to national security, whether it's the idea that all Labour members are Trotskyist centrists who have no interest in building a party and building a progressive force. And it's understandable, therefore, that over time, some Labour members have become tired, become weary, have become defensive. I think we all have in our ways. And when those issues have come up, when we've been told that we are things that we're not, when the Labour Party has been smeared, it's quite right, we've stood up and fought it. It's true to say that the vast majority of Labour members aren't anti-Semites. It's true to say that anti-Semitic sentiments are higher in other political parties. Research from YouGov last year showed that to be true. There are some people, both in the Labour Party and outside of it, who are doing this in bad faith, who aren't interested in ensuring the Jewish community are safe and secure in this country, who are using this for their own political gains. But it's also true to say there are some people in the Labour Party who are anti-Semitic, and there are other people in the Labour Party who seem ignorant or blind or unwilling to find and see anti-Semitism when it exists. And all those things can be true at the same time. I've seen it myself, I've experienced it myself, and as we continue to go down this path of hostility and aggression, we're only perpetuating that further. It's not always easy to understand what anti-Semitism is. Most of us would recognise the far right, the Nazis, the swastikas, the March of Hitler. But that's not to say anti-Semitism doesn't have other forms. And more, we're seeing online people who claim to be in the Labour Party perpetuating those myths, those stereotypes that do real damage to the Jewish community too. These are the Rothschild conspiracy, that Jews are running the world in secret, the idea that Jewish people are a cabal who have some form of power, that we call anti-Semitism out when it's not there for no reason. And there are things we can be doing. When we see people who are on the left, online, spouting anti-Semitism, spouting bigotry, conspiracy theories, anything else, we tell them it's not welcome. We call them out. We don't say that, oh well, this is a conspiracy by X, Y and Z to do wrong. We say, no, you're wrong here. You can be right on other issues, but you're wrong. And since Jeremy Corbyn became leader of the Labour Party, I, along with many others, have been deeply involved in trying to push this project forward, to try and change this country for the better, to support the socialist project that has the potential to change so many lives. It'd be such a shame and such a waste if anti-Semitism and a small minority of people in the Labour Party who continue to refuse to listen to Jewish people about what that means were able to derail this. I know that this isn't easy, and I understand that there are a lot of emotions at play from people on all sides, but we need to crack on with making this project happen. We need to take the politics out of this issue. Anti-Semitism is a problem. Let's take it seriously.